We're back to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. In case you guys are just joining us, Dave Schmale in the studio. We're almost at the end of the show.
Unbelievable.
Went by very fast. Usually means it was a lot of fun and good. So topics today, we talked about expectations. We've talked about pushing yourself a little bit, beyond your limits. I talked about earlier in the morning BM about jumping in the Lake Tahoe, thinking it was cold and deep and monsters and everything else in there, and actually went to the bottom, grabbed a couple handfuls of sand, and got out. When I got out of the water, now I think about it, it was very spiritual. It was very much like surfing when I used to surf.
Yeah.
There's a cleansing moment to when you surf. I'm sure other people feel the same thing with different sports and things they do, hiking, whatever. There's a very cleansing, spiritual thing about it. So it was very cool. And I don't know if you get that from golf people or not. I mean, if you do, then congratulations. I don't know if I've ever gotten that from golf. I've felt like I'm in a zone at times, but I haven't felt so much spiritual. I guess actually when you're out in the course late at night, like late afternoons.
The magical moment.
And the mornings.
Afternoons.
Yes.
Golf course. Late afternoon. That is kind of a special
Yeah.
time.
And
I don't know why, but I feel
it is.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I brought it up, there are moments, especially for me now that I mentioned it, the mornings. Before anybody's even out there, like when the sun's coming up and you're setting things up for the day and all that stuff, there's something spiritual about
You
that.
look down the fairway and you can see where the first few groups went because you can see their footsteps in the
Yeah.
gym. That's kind of cool.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, it is very cool. If you guys want to call us here, 805-595-3776, you can share your warm-up routine. You can say, hey, I want to play trivia. We've got rounds of golf to pass from Rebels Golf Club. I've got I've got golf balls from Callaway to give away from Bridgestone. Dave might have some things that he wants to offer. But you got to call us to win. We've only got, I think, 10 minutes left. We also talked about reshafting clubs, and I don't think Dave even realized how long it takes to reshaft a set of clubs, which was...
It's
good.
It's a lot of different stages where most of the time it's just waiting for the epoxy to set up. But I guess it does take a while.
A topic we were going to talk about, and I kind of shoved it to the back because it's been in the media here for quite a bit, and it's not just golf. Although now it seems like the focus has shifted to golf with golf's 2017 season coming near the end. This too friendly amongst each other kind of thing, whether they've talked about it in football, they've talked about it in baseball. Now they're really focusing in on golf because now it's, a lot of these guys are traveling together. Call it a fraternity, call it whatever you will. But, do you have any thoughts on that?
I think it's a bunch of hooey.
That's
my technical.
A bunch of hooey as far as them being friendly, or as far as the media?
It's always been that way.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. Back in the days before corporate jets and all that stuff, they all traveled. Most of them traveled together. They get in their Cadillac and drive around and from tournament to tournament, and they were all good friends.
Yeah.
I think the game has gotten away from it more than it's just. Who do you see now? You see Spieth and Thomas and guys like that. They're doing nothing different than Middlecoff used to do with Arnie and things like that. So it's been around forever. They get on the course, they're willing to step on each other's throat and kick them when they're down because that's the nature of the game and the competitiveness of the game. But why not be friends? There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm in agreement with you. I don't see an issue with it. The only time there would ever be an issue with it, and there's no one's going to let them get away with it, if there's some kind of favoritism in the tournament itself. But how's that going to happen? You know what I mean? Like I mean, you could like let's take football. You could do that in football. Nobody would never know. There's so many different guys running around doing different things, especially
sure.
guys on the line. You have no idea. You know, but in golf, it's like an individual, and you're right one-on-one, and you're right there, and you got tons of people watching you, and they're watching you every minute. Look at people calling in on TV.
Oh, that's a joke.
You know,
that
are
drives
watching
me
TV.
crazy.
You know, I mean, people are watching you like a hawk. But I don't know how you couldn't become friends with at least some of the people you're playing against, because I mean,
and then practice rounds and all that. You know,
you're in the same you're in a different office every week, but you're seeing the same people.
In fact, it was kind of hidden, but well known that back in the day when purses were so small, and if you were low on the money list, Jack Nicklaus's first check was $33.33 that he won in the LA Open.
Yeah.
They didn't make much money, so there were quite often guys would team up and they say, okay, whatever place you come in, whatever place I come in, we'll just split it.
Really?
Oh, that happened a lot. Yeah.
I never heard that.
And
before.
you really hope the guy that was your friend came in first.
Of course.
But that happened a lot. Yeah.
That's I didn't know that.
And in fact, famous thing when Arnie and Jack had a playoff for the U.S. Open in '61, I think it was. Yeah, at Oakmont. Arnie offered to split the purse for the playoff. Back in those days, the winner got the gate for Monday's gate. And Arnie offered to split it with him. And Jack said, no, we'll just play for it. And Jack won it. But that was a well-known thing that they used to do that all the time.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's odd. I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's amazing.
So there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
It was frowned upon because it takes away the professionalism, I guess. But it was something that was actually kind of needed to be done because pros in those days, they didn't just play on tour. They had pro jobs that they went to, or they worked in an insurance office in the off season or whatever, and those were the top guys too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's changed. Sports have changed a lot, but yeah, I'm with you. I don't have a problem with it as long as
calling in.
As long as we're almost done here. We got 30 seconds.
Us.
No, we had calls today. We're good. I don't have a problem with any professional athletes having friendships outside of their sports as long as when they play and they play hard.
And I think
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I think they do. But the other day when Justin Thomas won the PGA, God, it was cool watching him walk off the green. There's Ricky. And
I know.
There were
I thought that was pretty cool.
Top 10 guys sitting there whacking them on the back. They're wearing their shorts and T-shirts, and they were done.
They could have been in their planes and gone.
Yep, it was a lot of
so
fun.
I don't know. I think
they
that's
shared planes too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that to me, I don't know. They're showing some respect.
I agree
as well. Those guys. Some of those guys didn't play that great, and they stuck around.
But when they had their cleats on, they were going full
playing.
bore. You bet.
Guys, don't forget to visit slicksticks.com, passriblesgolfclub.com. Give me a call up there, 238-4722 for lessons, group outings, you name it. We would love to have you visit the club. Don't forget the Orange Whip Wedge Trainer contest. Go to golftalkradio.com. Enter for free. No purchase necessary. Drawing will be on September 30th or October 7th. Thank you, Mr. Shamandel, slicksticks.com.
Thank you, Mike. You're the best.
Talk to you guys next week. Have a good weekend.